And welcome back to the Morning Swim Show. This week in Vancouver, Swimming Canada is hosting a national freestyle relay clinic to boost the country's chances of winning relay medals at the World Championships and Olympics. And here with us on the phone right now from Swimming Canada is their CEO, Pierre Lafontaine. Pierre, welcome back to the Morning Swim Show.
Well, thank you very much. It's great to be with friends all the time.
So what exactly is a camp just for freestyle relays?
Well, what we did is we invited the top 16 girls and top 16 guys in the country that swims 100 and 200 free. And, I love your quote. I'm going to read it here. If you want to win, first help someone else win. And I guess to me that's exactly the theme that we're trying to portray in our relay camp is how can we use the strength of everybody and the synergy of everybody to help focus the swimmers when they go back home to work even harder because, they know now their teammates for the next 3 years in relays and they want to train even harder to help them out. So that's the purpose of us, is build a family and build a family that actually cares for each other so that, for the country, they'll go even harder in training when they go back home. So that's the purpose of the relay camps.
That quote that Pierre mentioned, by the way, is the signature quote from Swimming World's boss, Brent Rudemeller.
That's right.
Just in fairness to him. But, okay, so Canada in the Olympics. You were 6th in the 400 freestyle relay, 5th in the 800 freestyle relay. So you're already at that elite level. But do you have enough elite swimmers to actually get in the medal contention this summer in 2012?
Well, this summer for the Worlds, for us, we're probably like every country, every one of the World Championships and the Pan Pacs are all an important step. But I have to get in a position in our country here where we just don't rely on 1 or 2 or 3 people. The strength of a relay has to come from 4 or 5, maybe even 6 people that are really excited about trying to fight for a spot on a team. I guess it'd be like one of those 8-man relay, 8-man rowing teams where there's 8 spots, there's probably 16 people that fight for those. So one of the exercises here is to identify kids that are really, sometimes some of these kids are better team players and relay swimmers than they are individual swimmers until they mature a little bit more. So I do think that we're in the ballpark. We're knocking on the doors. We're actually this morning we're watching some of the relays with the team from from 2008 Olympics, and we're right there. We're so close, and so I think the exercise is to give the swimmers this extra edge that we're there, we could do it, and give them that extra want to drive for success and for the medals. I also believe that we can't be racing for medals. I think we have to race to be in the race all along, all 4 legs, and times don't win, placing wins. So we have to go where 3 other swimmers are so excited to support the 4th one. So that's kind of where I think we're in the hunt.
Switching gears a little bit, the swimsuit talk is boiling to the surface once again. What is the official stance of Swimming Canada on what swimsuits their athletes can wear?
Well, I have to tell you that I was very, very proud of our Canadian coaches and swimmers at our Olympic trials last year because we stood on the stands that if they weren't available to all, we weren't going to allow them. So we swam our Olympic trials without any high-tech suits, and we swam great, and we had one of the best Olympic trials we've ever had. And I'm on the same point here. We had the Mel Zajac meet last weekend, and we set a hard rule saying, you know what, we are only going to support the stands on FINA for the May 19th ruling, which was here are the suits are allowed. So any suits that weren't supported, we disallowed everybody to swim into it at the meet. And so the discussion on the pool deck here last weekend wasn't at all about the suit, but it was about great racing. We had the American national junior team here. They did great. We had a team from Wisconsin. And so I think for me, fairness of play is the key. The values of my organization has to be that everybody has to be on the same playing field. Otherwise, I remember saying that to one of the coaches the other day. I said, could you imagine being the parents of a swimmer that doesn't have all the same tools as everybody else, doesn't have all the same technology. It would be horrible. And so, to me, it's got to be accessible to all before we allow it. So, right now for the World Trials in July, our stand at this point in time is to use the suits that are marked and allowed on May 19th. When they come out with the extra suits that might be allowed, to me, if they can't be accessible by all, we're not going to allow them, because we have to be fair for all of our athletes.
And finally, Pierre, you guys have a big anniversary coming up, don't you, for Swimming Canada?
It's great, it's our 100th anniversary this year. We've had all sorts of celebration where we've asked every province, we have 10 provinces, every province so every month we highlight one of the provinces and their history and some of the greats that came out of everybody. You guys know very well, you need a pool, an excited coach, 4 walls, water, and excited swimmers to produce great athletes. So we've had great athletes coming from everywhere, from every town in Canada. So on July 12th, we're going to host a dinner in Montreal where we're inviting every single Olympian medalist that we've had in Canada or their family to come and celebrate with us. Our World Championship team will be there and invited guests. So we're excited about this dinner. It's going to be. We have to celebrate our history. We've had great history in Canada. It's been swimming and hockey has been the 2 major sports in Canada, and we're the summer sport, and we're going to do everything to celebrate as best we can. So yes, it's been a great year for us.
Well, good luck with the celebration, Pierre. That's great to hear.
Thank you very much, Peter.
And we will. I'm sure we'll catch up with you later. You're a regular on the show, and we love having you.
Great, and that quote that Brent wrote, it's got to be one of the most powerful thing out there, because it is about helping each other and making it a better world. So it's great.
Well, thanks. I'm sure Brent will appreciate that. Thanks again, Pierre.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take another quick break on the show. When we come back, Tom Shields will tell us what it's like to be the fastest 200 freestyler in high school history.